The Universal Studios era has commenced. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Dark, and AEW is going the WCW route. WCW Saturday Night, WCW Pro, WCW Worldwide, with just a couple hundred people on a soundstage to get more talents experience and get some indie talents a little bit of exposure. It's a win-win. I'm not saying the show is perfect, and Dark Elevation certainly have their flaws, but if they keep them at about 40 minutes to maybe an hour at the most, then it's certainly going to be much more digestible than 90-minute to 2-hour to maybe possibly 3-hour editions when we don't need that many squash matches in one show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, please. So we have Layla Hirsch and Jade facing off and everything, and they're going to have a match on Dynamite. They're facing different opponents, and you know what? I'm just going to say right now, Layla cuts a better promo than Jade. Jade has the presence, but she needs a lot more time. Now, I'm not saying she can't be a star. She certainly could be. She looks like a star, but she's going to need a lot more time. That being said, there's potential for both, and I've been impressed with Layla's work a lot lately. So, Shivani and Taz on commentary. We have the Butcher and the Blade with the Bunny against Hunter Knott and Rosario Grillo, and, well, Butcher and Blade basically glommed them and hit them with the Breaker Bomb in about 90 seconds. And then Anna Jay took on Ashley D'Amboise, and Shivani and Taz talk about boats for whatever reason, and Anna Jay wins with the Queen Slayer. Now, Ashley got in a few shots, but there was no doubt Anna Jay was going to win quickly. And then the Bunny attacks Anna Jay, and Ty Conte runs her off. Okay, this feud's going to continue. So then we get 2.0 with Daniel Garcia. They are everywhere, literally everywhere. I think they're going to just they're just going to be appearing on every AEW program, and they're just going to be in the goddamn rafters. They're going to be there with Dan Lambert just peering over his shoulders like, hi, we're just going to be on every program. And I'll say this much, 2.0, they're making the most of their time on television, and Daniel Garcia certainly has a lot of potential. I see why people have praised him. They took on Eric and Andrew Lockhart, and well, they got in a few shots. There was a nice drop kick by one of the Lockharts, but 2 for the show, the double stun gun on the ropes, 1, 2, 3. And then Jade took on Angela Risk. This was not a risk for Jade because she won easily. That fall-away slam into the kip-up is nice. And then Jaded for the victory, 1, 2, 3. Then Sterling makes a lot of weird squishy bug noises and height jokes because Layla Hirsch is short and Taz doesn't appreciate the height jokes. And it was what it was. And by the way, Jade is that bitch. And then Swole and Diamante talk about their feud, and Diamante quotes Dusty Rhodes, Ole Anderson, it will never be over. Apparently this feud's going to continue. I mean, okay, their 3 strikes match wasn't bad. Actually, I would argue this should have been on Dynamite, but it was a nice hook to give people a reason to tune into Dark, and was one of the better matches that they featured with women on the undercard in a while, because they actually gave them some time to tell a story. Maybe they could do that more in the future, not just with these women, but with other women that could tell good stories. Fuego del Sol took on a guy named Mysterious Movado. I kept calling him Avocado. I don't know why, because I don't like avocados. He dominated most of this, and then eventually Tornado DDT 1, 2, 3. Del Sol did get a good reaction, and got a victory. So there we go. Sean Spears took on Cash. I've seen Cash at some indie shows before he went and trained at other places. Great talent, good guy from what, little interaction I had with him, and just humble, but really does carry himself well, has put in the work, and you could tell he's poised. He's done some good stuff. He got in a couple shots, but Spears was trash-talking Darby, and he hit the C4, 1, 2, 3. And then we have Sonny and Janela doing a pre-tape talking about their feud. Hopefully Sonny wins, because honestly, I don't really see the point in Janela, even with that Amazon winning, because, let's be honest, the Amazon has more personality, and I don't even know her name. So we get Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Wheeler Yuta with Chris Statlander taking on TH2 and Jora Joel. Because Jora Joel has an impressive physique. Why is this feud still going? I don't know. I don't really care. It's not even anything against people involved. I just don't care. And we get the Orange Punch on Jora, 1, 2, 3. And then Layla Hirsch versus Kylan King. Good stuff for what they were given. None of the matches were particularly bad, but this one interested me because I like that Kylan King has been featured a little bit more. She did well in the pandemic. Really, has grown as a performer. And Layla Hirsch is fucking tremendous. Her against Camille on NWA Empower was really goddamn good. Both these women really have a lot of talent. They're young. They have a lot of upside. Kylan was the heel, but using her size and everything, tossing her around, doing some good trash talking. Moonsault by Layla for 2. And Kylan kept coming back, but eventually got hit with a knee strike, 1, 2, 3. And then here's Jade with the brief brawl and the refs do pull apart and everything. And that's our hook for Dynamite. So I'm going to be honest, I don't know if Dark Elevation and Dark Reviews are going to continue to happen. It will depend on views and also interest, because as they get maybe to more of the studio show, yeah, they may be doing some storylines, but I don't know. We'll see if the reviews keep happening. Maybe I'll drop them by the end of the year. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.